Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Last night, March 27th, put out this post on my website, GematriaEffectNews, putting up a warning for why we could see terrorism or some type of shooting at a church today, Palm Sunday, March 28th, 2021. And sadly, that's exactly what's happened. They're reporting a suicide bombing took place at an Indonesian church today, March 28th, 2021, Palm Sunday, in Makassar, Indonesia. And the exact numbers that I was pointing out are the exact numbers that have transpired in the story. So notice today's March 28th, which can be written 28/3, like 283, which is the 61st prime. And in Gematria, Makassar is 61, as is Christian, as is Christmas. The name Jesus and the word cross have gematria of 61. The word church has gematria of 61. And remember, this is a special number. Gematria, the practice of coding numbers into words, means geometry in language. And it's related to sacred geometry. The shape that represents God in sacred geometry is the flower of life, which is made of 61 overlapping circles. So 61 is associated with God, thus it's fitting that it's coded into the word church and Jesus and cross and Christian. And again, today on Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter, and watch out for Easter next week as well. It's on 4/4. And just reminds me of a few years ago, you had the mass shooting on Easter, blamed on Stevie Steve in Cleveland, if you recall that story. That was right before my channel got deleted in 2017. And I still remember that video had 500,000 views within a number of hours of posting. That was back when you could get the word out on YouTube before all the censorship. But that was a massive psychological operation on Easter. So here we are, Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter. And again, if you read the article, it happened on the island of Sulawesi, which has the gematria of 28 as well as 107, and 107 is the 28th prime number, and it happened at the Sacred Heart of Jesus Cathedral, which is also 107, the 28th prime number. And in case you're asking, again, how these different values are derived, it's all based on the alphabetic order. So let's just type in Sulawesi and explain. Sulawesi equals 109 with the alphabetic order. That means A is 1 up to Z is 26. Sulawesi 109. It equals 28 with the alphabetic order and rules of numerology. So you're still doing A is 1 up to Z is 26, but you're doing the numerology for each letter. So you see how Z is 8? That's because the numerology of 26 is 2 plus 6 is 8. Z is the 26th letter. The numerology of 26, one more time, is 2 plus 6 is 8. Y, the 25th letter, becomes 2 plus 5 is 7. X, the 24th letter, becomes 2 plus 4 is 6. W, the 23rd letter, becomes 2 plus 3 is 5. You're just making each letter a single-digit number. Sulawesi equals 107 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse. Z is 1 back to A is 26. And it equals 53 with the reverse alphabetic order and rules of numerology. Keep in mind words like religion are 53. And this has everything to do with religion. So, the other thing is, Palm Sunday has that gematria of 144 and 54 like Jesuit order. Remember, the English language comes from the Catholic Church, as does the Gregorian calendar, and all of these things were synced up at the end of the 16th century, decades after the Jesuits began serving the Catholic Church. And the Jesuits brought all this esoteric knowledge and understanding. It's very clear to see they're responsible for the language as we know it and the calendar where they run these rituals together. Keep in mind the word sun also equals 54 with the most simple cipher. S is the 19th letter, U is the 21st, N is the 14th. 19 plus 21 plus 14 is 54. The Jesuit order's logo is the sun. The sun, Sunday, the day of worship. This happens on a Sunday. The calendar is based on the sun, the Gregorian calendar given to us by the Catholic Church. The word sun to describe the object in the sky that provides light. Also the male offspring, kind of like Jesus, the Son of God. Remember, God's Son, Nazareth, and crucifix all equal 93, like they tell us the sun is 93 million miles away on average. Also, today has 36 date numerology as well. And notice Palm Sunday and what's considered the most pure cipher is 36. The Jesuit logo, the sun, has IHS in the middle, which has the 36, Jesus Hominum Salvator, a phrase that equals 266, like Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope, and he's the 266th. I forgot to write it up here, but today has 72 date numerology as well. I'll just show you. I'll do it in real time. 3 plus 28 plus 20 plus 21 is 72. And Jesuit order also has the 72 in it. Big biblical number 72. But again, you got to know your different date numerology methods. Again, chapter 1 of my new book, Number Games, 9/11 to Coronavirus. Chapter 1 teaches you all 4 of the base gematria ciphers and the multiple paths to connect the date numerology, all in chapter 1. If you cannot afford the book, you can download it for free off my Patreon page. Or even if you go to Amazon and search my name, Zachary Hubbard, or Number Games, Amazon will let you read the entire first chapter of the book for free. It's all there in the first chapter. But with regards to Pope Francis, the first Jesuit pope, from his December 17th birthday to today, March 28th, is 101 days later. Church is 101, as is Christian. Again, the Christian church bombing on Palm Sunday. And again, we see the same types of rituals. Today's the 137th day of the Superior General's age. Arturo Sosa, who is 72 years old right now, the leader of the Jesuits. Again, the Jesuits consider themselves a military order. That's why their leader is a Superior General. But today's is 137th day of his age, which of course is the 33rd prime. And we know that's a special number to Jesus. Sunday's also got that 33 encoded in it as well. It's got the 84. Notice how Sunday's 84, 21, 78. Look at Jesuit. 84, 21, 78. Again, the Superior General's the leader of the Jesuits. The last Superior General died at age 84, Adolfo Nicolas. He died on May 20th, 2020, the day leaving 225 days left in the year. His name has the 54 and 72 in it, just like Jesuit order. So, also want to send a shout out to Neo. Neo did a decode and he caught some great things. Today does have 52 date numerology in light of it being synced up with the Pope. Remember, Pope 52, the calendar we're on, the Gregorian calendar is named after Pope Gregory. There's 52 weeks in the year. But 52 date numerology, a ritual synced with the Pope. And he says the priest conducting the mass at the time of the bombing was named Wilhelmus Tulloch, which equals 52. That's interesting. He says the bombing happened at 10:30 reportedly, which is the 630th minute of the day, and 630 is the 35th triangular number, and he says bombing is 35. What else is 35 is Catholic. That's the big 35. And he says the news is reporting 14 injured. Palm Sunday Mass is 43, the 14th prime. Of course, Jesus Christ is 43. The 42 generations to Jesus divided into sections of 14. Bomb is also 14. Yes, it is. So, really good observations by Neo. Again, this post is at GematriaEffectNews. And, again, you know the code. You can anticipate what's going to be in the headlines. We anticipated flooding today, which happened in Nashville by the numbers. And I was anticipating some sort of church shooting, church terrorism. And here it is. Again, when you know the code, you know who's responsible, and you know how predictable they are, because these people work in patterns by a code. If you want to learn more, again, GematriaEffect.news. Do a search for my book. Search Zachary Hubbard or Number Games. And telling you, this is knowledge you want to know. Till next time.